Personal injury isn't just about car crashes. It's basically any time you've been injured as a result of somebody else's actions. And that covers a wide variety of types of cases. One of them is called premises liability, and that's just a fancy word for saying when you got injured on somebody else's property. And that can be a slip and fall, a trip and fall at a grocery store or a big box store, all the way to a falling merchandise, something like that. It also includes what we call products liability, and that's exactly what it sounds like, just when you have a product that malfunctions and hurts you. And so, for example, we've represented folks that have been injured by vape explosion cases where they've suffered burns. It can also include intentional torts such as sexual assault. That also is a type of personal injury. So we represented a young lady who was a lower level employee at a company, and one night her supervisor took her into a back room and raped her. And we were able to find indications that he had committed prior assaults. And so we brought suit against both the individual as well as the company, saying that they were responsible for his actions. But personal injury, those are just a few examples. It's much more than car crashes. It includes a wide variety of types of cases, and we represent anybody who's been injured as a result of the actions of someone else. One thing you should know is that at the end of the day, it's really all about, is there insurance coverage? We are always looking for sources of coverage to provide compensation. And that's because it's extremely difficult to obtain compensation directly from an individual or a company. One of the main reasons why is that they can always declare bankruptcy in pretty much any type of case, unless it involves drunk driving or some type of malicious act. If you obtain a judgment against an individual or company, they can file for bankruptcy and it'll be dismissed. The entire judgment will be dismissed. But if there's insurance coverage, that will provide you with compensation. Another reason is because most individuals and small businesses are judgment proof. That means that they just don't have money to pay you individually. And lastly, if you do get a judgment against them, debt collection in Virginia is ridiculously difficult. It's very difficult to obtain money directly from a small business or an individual. So at the end of the day, we are always looking for who is going to pay, and that always comes down to, is there an insurance company that has provided a policy that insures the individual for this particular type of accident. A question I frequently get asked is, why is it taking so long for my case to resolve? I mean, it seems pretty clear cut to me. My doctors say my injury is related. Why won't the insurance company just pay me a fair settlement? And the reason why is because while your case is personal to you, to the insurance company, it's a business decision. Their job is to pay as little as possible because that maximizes their profits. An insurance company knows that many times people get frustrated. They just want the process to be done with. And so they settle early so that they can just be done with it. And if you're going to settle early, a lot of times you're not getting full value for the case. And so you have to demonstrate to the insurance company that you're willing to go all the way. And that means going all the way to trial. And so in most cases, probably well over 80% of our cases, we end up having to file a lawsuit. And that extends the process. But at the end of the day, it means that you're probably going to get a better settlement. One of the things that differentiates Breit Cantor from other firms is that we specialize in catastrophic injury cases. These are cases involving people that have been hurt really, really badly. As a result of our practice, we don't take on smaller cases. I'd like to be able to help everybody, but we need to devote our time and our energy to only those folks that have been hurt the worst, because those are the types of cases that we can add the most value to. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or shoot us an email. We're happy to talk to you about your case and about what your options are.